Well, good morning, everyone. This is January the 15th, 2026. We're just at the trailhead to go up into the Knucks, and we're going to go for our winter camp out. We waited for a perfect day. We got an absolutely gorgeous day coming ahead of us, and the conditions are a little interesting. We're wearing snowshoes, but the snow does have a bit of a crust on it. So we've got our crampons and we've got our ice axes, and yeah, we're going to go and put our tent up on the top of the Knuck over there, the Little Knuck, for the evening. Hopefully it doesn't get too cold or too windy. But anyways, yeah, so we'll talk to you again a little further at the outflow of Beta Lake, looking up at the Big Knuckle and Little Knuckle. We're going to have a pretty good day. So we're still kind of, well, I haven't really decided if I'm just going to go up the ramp or go up and do the Beta Lake Reserve. I'm sort of leaning towards this reserve because it's pretty fun. The only thing is, I don't know how, if the snow is nice and firm, I put my crampons on, it's going to make a lot more fun of a climb. But if it's a breakthrough snow, and you're always falling through on the crampons, and then you need your snowshoes, that's not fun at all. Perfect, good stuff, excellent. You're good. Good job, holy cow. So we've decided that we're going to go and do the Beta Lake Traverse, so this way, along that ridge, and onto the peak over there. Yeah, there's Beta Lake down now, nicely frozen over, covered in snow. If you look out that way, you can see the fog hanging down in the valleys. We've got a pretty good morning. We decided to put our crampons on for this climb. Even though we might break through, sink a foot or two, at times it's going to be way safer than going up on snowshoes. So that's what we're up to. This is kind of where we find ourselves. It definitely is requiring crampons, and so not every second step, but every once in a while you break right through and go up to your knee. But the rest of the time it's hard rock, so you're digging footsteps in. But we get to have all kinds of fun up here in the hills, don't we, Karen? Absolutely, yeah. So we've made it about maybe a couple 100 feet from the bottom, but we're moving very slowly. All I can say is it's nice that we're still in the shade, because this is a lot of work time up here. Oh boy, but good exercise for young people like us. Yeah, we still got to go up in that direction right there. We're not going up the Big Knuckle, but yeah. So it seems well, this was one of the steeper bits, but there's going to be a bit just as steep just up there, and we'll round over, and it won't be too bad the rest of the way. Yeah, it's not going to be like an easy walk in the park, but that's what we're here for exercise and just a bit of a challenge, right? I don't know, maybe you can't hear me because of the wind, but we did just make it up a second steep bit, and the rest of it is way less treacherous. Got a bit of a wind blowing now, and I think it's drowning me out, but you can see Beta Lake down below us now. Little Knuckle over there, Freedom Mountain, and Sentinel over there. You can see the cabin if you look closely, and of course up here behind me is the Big Knuckle. Yeah, that was a bit of a stretch getting up here, but yeah, well, you know what? That's what we're in it for. Fun, a little bit of excitement. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe another hour and a half, get to the top of that thing. But yeah, it's a bit breezy, but hopefully that'll die down tonight so we don't get kept up all night by a flopping tent. Anyways, we'll talk to you when we get up on that ridge over there. I think that's where we'll bring the camera out again. there behind Karen. We call that one. That little thing with the flat top over there, that one is called Mission Hill. Or Walt Ridge. Or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so Frida, Little Knuckle. Frida right beside. Across the valley. Picture, right beside. Big lake down there. Sentinel cabin, you can see it. Might just be a little red dot. Boy, the conditions of the snow, it's amazing how they change. Sometimes sinking up toward me in this bush outside because it's sun facing, south facing, slope. Just absorbs all that energy from the sun. Snow and a big bunch of slush. Yeah, but we're not too far from the top now. There's no complaining on our end. What a gorgeous day. Are we having fun, Karen? There she goes. See that? She's having a great day. Couldn't tell, but she is. Hopefully we'll be able to shelter it good enough up there. Whatever wind blows tonight. But boy, what a view, eh? Look around us. What an absolutely spectacular day. You know, the clouds on or the fog down there on the ocean and the lowlands. Look at Powell River. Imagine if you wish the sun was shining through like it is up here. Boy, what a day. Yes, what a day. Alrighty. Top of this hill. Wow. Oh, come on. Right here. Top of the Little Knuckle. Probably can't even hear me with that wind blowing, can you? Anyways. to everybody in Powell River and all of our friends and family all over British Columbia and all over the world. Cheers from us on the Little Knucklehead in Powell River, beautiful Powell River Backcountry. I don't know if you can see that, but got the drone out there doing a nice, I don't know, it's doing a circle around the can. Way up there. What I get to do up here, this is what I get to do, play with my toys up the mountains. But it'll be a part of the video. Yeah, there's Karen over there. See her having a good time? Look at the smile on her face, see? Lit. Okay, we're going to be having our, what is this stuff? Pasta Alfredo. So I have to put 2 cups of water in this package. We're about 1 cup so far. And that should be 2 cups. That in here, and we're gonna stir this up. That's it for about, what did it say, 12 to 15 minutes, but we'll do probably 20 minutes up here. We had a good time, right, Karen? Did we have a good time?
We had a good time. Yes.
Yeah, not a great time.
Not a great time. It was really tough.
Kind of view. It's about 7:15 on January 16th. We're just waking up to a really beautiful sunrise. See the red colors in the sky. The fog still hanging down below there. But as you can see up here, it's clear as it can get. Got the coffee, all nicely brewed. The bagels on the stove, as it were. And we're just going to enjoy our lovely breakfast up here. Lovely morning. In recent years, we kind of started turning more towards forage because sometimes the treks get a little long and every little ounce counts, right? Every little ounce counts. That's quite poetic. And but today, we being such a special occasion, I mean, look at this view out here. Come on. You can't go cheap, you can't go easy when you're coming up for a view like this. Look at this.
About 10 o'clock in the morning. We're all packed up, ready to go down the mountain. Could be similar conditions as the yesterday, but we're going to go down what we call the ramp, which is on the side of Bay Lake. So still going to be a little bit of work through there, but we'll be fine. It's going to be a fairly decent hike down the mountain, I would say, this morning. But yeah, we got a really nice day again. The wind picked up this morning again, but you know, in the middle of the night, it wasn't bad at all. So we'll talk to you again. We're off the saddle too, came down a different route, but yeah. So I'm just gonna head down the ramp down here. Once we're through that, it's easy sailing. Just coming down one of the steeper bits on the ramp. Actually, we've been through the steepest bit, so I'm just going to carry on down this a little bit. In about 5 minutes, we'll be in the clear. Watch her go. I'm not going to slide down there. Woohoo! Well, that was a bit of a wild ride. That might have hurt. Oh my. You okay down there? There's the little knuckle up there. You see the jet trail coming over just close to where we had our tent. Just over to the left a little bit. But yeah, pretty nice out this morning, I must say. It's about took me out there. Well, as you can see, we made it. Yes. Hey, 55. Yeah. It was a bit of a challenge coming down, I must say. Even though it's coming down, still you have to be careful. I'll tell you one lesson that I learned over and over. You can never learn it too many times. Is that you can't go over prepared. Like going up yesterday, we were breaking through, so we put our snowshoes on. Then we got to the hillsides, and even though we were breaking through, we had to go on crampons because there was just no way to climb those hills with snowshoes. So yeah, ice axe, snowshoes, crampons, bring it all. And yeah, it was quite the challenging couple of days, I must say. But here we are. We made it back down, and all is well in Powell River Backcountry, the most beautiful place on earth, in my opinion.